Change your mindset, change your life. It can be difficult to understand that if we are seeing issues on the surface level challenges are not what needs healing. It's actually a deeper issue inside of us. And these triggers that leave us feeling frustrated, angry, sad, are signs to draw our attention inward, to compel us to be brave enough to go within and look deeper and resolve the real issue. Sure, we can keep tackling issues one by one as they come at us, much like being in a batting cage and swinging at whatever comes our way. But until we resolve the deeper issue, we'll just keep swinging at the same challenges that keep showing up in different packages. Example, if I want to meet a life partner and I'm feeling unhappy on the inside and I continue finding myself in situations where I feel sad, angry, and frustrated. Well, the surface level issue is that I want to meet someone, and I could try to resolve that issue by getting on lots of online dating sites, going out on lots of dates until I meet somebody that I like. However, if I continue to find myself in situations where I'm feeling triggered, the surface level issue is not the issue. The real issue is something deeper within myself. And if I take the time and do the hard work to go within and really investigate what's going on, how I'm really feeling, and what's causing those feelings, I have a chance at healing that. And then the surface level issue will resolve itself. Well, then we're on track to align with others who are also more healed and have a chance at a relationship that might actually work. If instead I'm working to increase my chances of meeting someone without first healing the real issue, well, I'm going to attract others who are also not feeling very good on the inside. So a long time ago, I did stop the online dating stuff because I learned it was just not very good use of my time. I would come away always feeling more frustrated and unhappy. So while I wasn't actively pursuing meeting someone, I still hadn't gone within to do the deeper work of healing and identifying really what the real issue was. And so I was still attracting chaos in my relationships. And, I would still meet people that I really liked and really connected with, but there were many, many problems. And that is exactly what the first half of my life was like. It's painful to heal this stuff, and it's difficult to take responsibility for ourselves. But the very freeing and empowering thing about this concept or this truth is that we can do it, and we don't have to go outside of ourselves for what it is we're seeking. We have it already within ourselves. If you're someone who continues to find yourself feeling undervalued and underappreciated in your job, for example, you can quit your job and go find another one. You can tell your boss, no thank you. However, until you find what's really the issue, which is that somewhere inside you're not valuing and appreciating yourself, you're likely going to encounter the same situations. When we find what it is we're seeking within ourselves, we no longer need it from anyone else. This is how we know we have pushed through fear, when we're able to walk away from people and situations that are no longer serving us because we're not letting fear rule our lives, fear that we won't meet and come in alignment with the people and opportunities that we're seeking. If this is so simple, why is it so hard? Because our triggers are often stemming from deep-seated mindsets we formed about ourselves, untrue beliefs that we started when we were very young. And then we developed coping mechanisms which transformed into patterns that we then carry with us throughout our lives. And we continue to get triggered, not understanding why. However, it doesn't have to be so hard. A good place to start is just to get curious. When something shows up, pay attention to your feelings if it doesn't feel good. Like, why is that there? Or when we think we've moved through something, okay, why is that showing up again? It just means that we need to give our emotions some attention. Like, for example, when something happens that seems pretty insignificant, but we lose our temper over it, or then we feel depressed for the rest of the day. Well, go a little bit deeper into that. Get curious about it. What is it that I'm feeling? First, identify the emotion. Okay, I feel sad. But don't stop there. Go deeper. All right, well, actually, I'm feeling undervalued. And then give yourself a mantra. Tell yourself the opposite. Give yourself the attention that you need. You can say, I have value. Tell yourself you value yourself. I see you, I appreciate you, and I value you. This practice might feel a little uncomfortable at first, just like anything we're not used to doing. We're telling ourselves new things that we don't necessarily yet believe about ourselves, but we're actually re-brainwashing ourselves. And if you think about it, these untrue beliefs that we adopted many, many years ago, well, those are the untrue beliefs, and we kind of brainwashed ourselves back then. So now we are undoing it. We are telling ourselves the opposite. Are you someone who seems to always find yourself scraping by, struggling with money? Well, what's that about? Take a deeper look at it. Maybe somewhere along the line you developed an untrue belief around money. Maybe you feel unworthy of it, that you don't deserve to have wealth, success, and abundance. Well, tell yourself the opposite. Give yourself a mantra around that. I am wealth. I am success. I am abundance. I deserve abundance and wealth. Are you feeling uncomfortable? Good. It's just a sign that you are ready for change. And when we get very uncomfortable, we are getting very close to change because we will no longer be able to resist it. So if you are feeling uncomfortable, tell yourself, good job. You are taking the first step in acknowledging that you are ready for change. And a lot of people won't do that. Instead, they will go through their entire life ignoring that they really want something more and different for themselves. When you feel uncomfortable, get excited, because that is a sign that you are moving toward bigger things that are meant for you. And in order to attract what it is we want, we must first become that. Now, don't let that scare you. Instead, take comfort in the fact that awareness is the first step. Some of our work in becoming what it is we want is believing that we deserve a spot on the playing field where we want to be playing. And sometimes that means walking away from people and things that don't resonate with us. It also means sometimes saying no, so that we can take that time and instead invest it in ourselves and something that is important to us. And it might feel uncomfortable at first saying no to a commitment, like we're being selfish, but the best way to help others is by helping ourselves. And we deny the world our gifts when we don't explore them. And also, if we keep doing the same things that we're comfortable and used to doing, we're definitely going to be in the same place this time next year. So if there is something that is calling your attention, maybe start giving yourself a few hours a week or up to a few hours a day to start investing in that. Is there something in your life that you have succeeded at? Anything. And then ask yourself, did you prioritize it? Did you invest time in it? If the answers are yes, well, then you have just proved to yourself that you succeed at what you focus on. Start right now by believing that you deserve to be where it is you want to be. Believing is becoming. And pay attention to how you're feeling. If the energy gets sucked out of you at the thought of doing something, that is a sign that your energy would better be spent elsewhere. Think about it like this. If there's a class that you keep wanting to take, yet you keep saying no to, tending to yourself and listening to that desire, and instead you keep doing the things that you're used to doing, that you're comfortable doing, the opportunity that is perhaps waiting for you on the other side of that class is not going to show up. You're not ready for it. How can we ever get to the second floor when we haven't climbed up the first set of stairs? We cannot change our exterior without first changing our interior, but we can. That's the amazing thing. We can get to that next step, that next floor, that next opportunity by going within and resolving whatever it is that is trying to call our attention. And by overcoming the challenges that we've been presented with along the way, once we get where it is we're aiming for, we will be better equipped to share our gifts. We have the power to dissolve the surface level issues in our lives by paying attention to and healing the internal issues. It is hard, but that's okay. You got this. I'm Amy Lee Miller, and I believe in you.